Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. Haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you guys have been doing well. By the time I'm posting this, it'll be almost Aries season. So personally, as an Aries sun, I'm excited for that. And if I don't post anything later than these videos, then I hope you guys have a great birthday. So today, I'm going to do the spiel as per usual. I'm going to also be pulling from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck here, and then we'll get into some tarot, and we'll see what's going on with you guys, okay? So, energy's fluid. It's not linear. I'm just going to start telling you guys this now while I prep this, okay? Energy's fluid. It's not linear. This could be past, present, or future tense. These readings are super general, so if they don't resonate, which could possibly be the case, no worries, it's just not your story. All right, this could be resonating with you. It could be me connecting to the person that is within your energy that you're connected to. It can go either way, right? Because energy is fluid. Masculine and feminine are just energies. It's not gender or sex specific. I'll let you guys know if I pick that up. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome here. Like I was saying, energy is fluid, so I could be picking up on Aries or cross watcher. All right. Last but not least, if you guys want to book an appointment with me, a one-on-one session, please head over to the description box below, so that way you can check out my websites down there. How to book with me will be on the front page of my website, as well as some other goodies like my TikTok live schedule and how to keep up with me on Instagram. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I'm just going to give this another, we'll do 3 more shuffles, then we'll just get right into it, okay? And one more. Okay, let's see what's going on for you guys. This will be for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs, by the way. Kind of want to see what's on the bottom. Oh, Rhodochrosite, number 45. We're going to take this one. I feel like this one is definitely needed. It's pink, so it definitely matters of the heart, okay? It's the number 9, which to me feels very humanitarian. I'm also hearing like self-sacrifice. It could be something to do with your path or your mission, something in that regard where you will have to sacrifice a lot. I think it's just a part of your lesson and what you're, here to learn. You'll need to sacrifice quite a bit and kind of, I feel like you have to see it as something other than a sacrifice, because I think sacrifice can really talk about a more like negative connotation, right? I think this is almost like doing something for the greater good, not necessarily like sacrifice in a negative way. Ooh, guess we're gonna take that one. These cards also don't like to they don't like to be held. Labradorite, beautiful. I love this. This is one of my favorites, absolutely. It's number 20, so that to me, 2's talking about balance, and I think it's also connected with the Rhodochrosite in the sense of you have to draw that line, like where, are you sacrificing too much? Okay, one more for you guys. Bumblebee Jasper, number 6. This has been coming out quite a lot. So for me, I see the Rhodochrosite as heart chakra. It's very loving energy. And then also, you have, look what's on the bottom. Bloodstone, number 11. Do I have to take this one too? They want me to take this one too. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Bloodstone as well. So for me, Labradorite, Bumblebee Jasper, and Bloodstone, 11 being obviously very spiritual, all 3 of those talk to me about protection, grounding, and then you have the Rhodochrosite with the heart chakra. So there might be something you need to release that you're holding on to in the heart chakra. I have chills, so I'm going to say probably that's the case for you. Definitely feeling a need to cleanse big time. The energy feels kind of like not super heavy, but it feels like you're working through something. You're kind of like putting your head down, getting your spiritual work done, and you're really trying to move through a certain type of energy, okay? You're trying to transmute it or move through it and transition. So these are kind of long. I'm not going to read probably the whole entire thing to you guys. I'm just going to read the little blurbs that go with them. But we're going to start with Rhodochrosite, okay? Rhodochrosite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down. It's also called the heart reviver here. Dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns, it offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. Oh, so I feel like what we have going on here is a little bit of victim consciousness. I feel like you guys have worked through a lot of it though, but you're on like the tail end, it almost feels like, of getting through that. It feels like you're on the tail end of this where it's like, again, it's about the verbiage here. Instead of sacrifice, you know, think of it as kindness or compassion or something like that. Like, I feel like that's what it is. It's this sacrificing, I do a lot for other people but don't get that in return type of thing that's happening to you. Not saying that it's not, like, whatever's happening to you, 555, is very valid. But just to shift the way that you're looking at it, try not to think about it as a sacrifice, and start thinking about it as like, you know, okay, I'm giving this to this person, or I'm giving this energy to this thing, this task, this whatever, you know, trying to find the line, the balance, the boundary in between what's enough and what's too much, okay? Deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates dis-ease. Or you may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and, quote, unacceptable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. So this is also about not judging yourself either when you're feeling a certain type of way or a certain type of emotion, to not group it in with bad emotions versus good emotions, okay? All emotions are good emotions. They're all sacred. They all have a purpose. You have to feel them. That's very important. Time for a change of viewpoint. See, shift your perspective. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. See, it's exactly what I'm saying. View yourself as someone who's very giving. Don't look at it as I sacrifice everything for everyone, or whatever the case is, right? Which is kind of a Pisces energy, to be completely honest, okay? Let's see. Check out whether what you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person that you are today. And again, that's what I'm saying, that you're moving through that last little bit of that, like, sacrifice energy. Like, sacrifice is the word that keeps coming to mind so strong. I feel like you guys are looking at something or many things as, again, you are the victim here. You are sacrificing for something bigger than you. And it's almost like this part of you is like, that's what you're supposed to do, or that's what I have to do. Like, that's what makes me such a great person, almost. Where you can be a great person without deflating yourself. I hope that makes sense. You can still be a great person and be giving and selfless without sacrificing everything to someone, okay? Or something. Releasing resentment from your heart creates well-being. Perfect. Beautiful. Love that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Labradorite, which is number 20. Okay. This one's called the Mind's Eye in this deck. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. You're an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. That is incredibly ironic, because I was just talking about this recently with Pisces season. Pisces season, in tarot, the High Priestess, Pisces rules that card. And the High Priestess is all about thinning that veil. She's the one that kind of holds these secrets. She's the medium, so to speak, between the invisible and the visible realms. So definitely very on point here. I think this is going to hit home for a lot of the collective and not just you guys. Something to keep in mind, I think this also goes hand in hand again with the Rhodochrosite, with the message that we had for that card. You need to be able to see both sides in the sense of, you know, use your discernment. Okay. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. Beware psychic vampires. Ensure that you do not have a, quote, leaky aura. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Be careful what you wish for. It may just come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest levels. Labradorite indicates capricious love? I'm not quite sure how to say that word. Don't judge me. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. See? Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect you will protect your well-being. So again, like I'm saying, notice where your energy needs to go, put it in those places, draw back what doesn't need to be there. Okay. Number 6, which was the Bumblebee Jasper. This is trust. Bumblebee Jasper's startling colors instill a new vibration. The stone stimulates new projects, bringing you the message that you must have honesty in your life. Be honest with yourself. You're a divine being with immense inner riches holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal dis-ease. A moment of fertilization. You're being open to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. This is also, to me, don't overthink something. You know, this is really a season through Pisces season about going with the flow, allowing things to come and allowing things to go at their own rate, at their own pace, and not trying to dictate that or control the way things are happening. You can only control so much. But the rest, it's like, you know, you do your part, you meet the universe halfway, and then leave the rest to them almost, if that makes sense. Cut through doubt and uncertainty. Relax and focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Clear sight is definitely needed when the veil is thin as well. Love and good fortune rush toward you. Grasp opportunities. Be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. See what I just said? I just said that. You overcome obstacles. Someone new lights up your life. Food intolerances and other allergies may underlie any physical discomfort that you're experiencing. Okay. Then we're going to do bloodstone. It's going to be the very last one that we do. This one's perseverance. Bloodstone has always had a powerful connection with maintaining vitality. I feel like I got to hold this one up for you guys. Hopefully you can see that. Is it? There you go. Regulating menstruation and staunching blood loss, as well as purifying the kidneys. You are a magical being, and amalgam of your individuality, your family, and your environment. Let go of the past. Look closely at your ancestral line. Recognize toxic patterns subconsciously ruining your life. That's running your life, but ruining is probably pretty accurate too. Break away and be strong. You may be unnecessarily aggressive or defensive. Acknowledge mistakes and let inner disharmonies be transmuted. Which is funny, that's what I was saying earlier. You guys are taking something that maybe you've always just had instilled in you, and it's like, I have to break that. Detoxification and chaos precede transmutation. That's definitely. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open, obstacles are swept away, and romance blossoms. Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived. Another thing to keep in mind when the veil is thin. A farewell is now called for. Mourn appropriately and let go. You are a spiritual warrior. Wow. That really hit me. That was very powerful. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive. Nourish your blood and you revitalize your whole body. Wow. So you guys, there's a lot of power for you guys right now behind all of these. Like, you're going through this transmutation of a lot of this heart chakra energy, but Labradorite here and bloodstone, I think, are some of the most important ones that you have, because this is just talking about getting rid of those old patterns, behaviors, thought forms, etc. that don't serve you anymore. It's like, it's that little bit left that you have to just like shake off, you know? And definitely very moved by the whole spiritual warrior thing with bloodstone. Bloodstone to me always reminds me of like grounding, but also, yes, of course, there's something that needs to be let go. You need to say goodbye to something, okay? Whatever it is, you're going to get rid of that last bit of that like victim consciousness or that like societal conditioning you've had through your childhood and, you know, whatever. You're going to finally release that once you can get through this last bit of something. But I really do feel like you guys are at the tail end of something, okay? Seriously, that's what I feel like. It's like you barely have anything left. So if anything, you can't stop now. You can't stop now, okay? Definitely persevere. That's why bloodstone was perseverance, okay? Do not stop now. It's so important that you keep going. Some cat fur floating towards me, of course. Very important that you keep going right now. Very, very important. Spirit is telling me 100%, don't stop. Don't even look back, honestly. Don't look back. Don't stop. Don't double check. Don't, you know, go over things. Don't. Keep moving. It's like so important that I tell you guys to keep the momentum. Keep the momentum. Whatever you guys have been doing, if you're trying to manifest something, if you are saying your affirmations, if you're making a gratitude list, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. If you are just keeping a positive mindset, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. They're telling me you're in the momentum right now. I literally can feel the energy of you guys moving. Like, I can feel the energy rolling out, just going and going and going. Like, you guys are so close to your goal. Seriously, so close. It's like, I don't know what the goal is, but even I'm like, don't stop. I can taste it. It's right there. Don't lose sight of what your goal is, okay? Okay, let's split the deck for you guys. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. So Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Page of Wands in reverse to me can talk about an energy of some of the excitement might have been lost, okay? Or you could be dealing with a, you know, younger fire sign. But it's almost like I feel like very specifically you're telling people, like, or maybe you were telling people, you know, what's bumming you out or what is getting you down. And I feel like you've been expressing that a lot. You know, the pages are about communication. This is the overall. I feel like you've been kind of telling people, like, you know, I'm really feeling like I'm stuck. And I have chills. I really feel like I'm stuck, and I feel like my energy's off, and I feel like I need to, you know, move out of the place that I'm at, like the energy at least, you know. I feel like this is like you're telling people, like, I'm kind of done. I like need a change. It could be that you're just not able to express something properly either. Like, I feel like you guys definitely are like teetering in between this, like getting stuck in this mindset, getting out of it, getting stuck in it, breaking free, getting stuck, breaking free. So I think that's just intuitively what I feel like from this card, okay? It can definitely indicate, like I said, lack of motivation or passion. Like, I feel like you guys are kind of like, you need to switch up your energy and get out of the place that you're at, because I just don't think you have much left in you. And I just mean that energetically, okay? I think that you guys are like, this just doesn't suit me anymore. You know, it's kind of time. It's like you guys are just changing. You are changing, you're transforming into something completely different. So it's important, so like I said, to keep the momentum, because you don't want to fall back into that mindset or into whatever the other energy was, okay? Now you have the Magician here, which I love. So this is exactly what I was saying. If you're manifesting something, keep going. You have all the tools in front of you. I almost feel like, too, him in this card, the Magician, is like very focused. Like very, like, his gaze, if you look at him. His gaze to me just seems like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the goal. You're looking straight at it, straight ahead. You know, you're not getting distracted by anything. It's like, okay, I got it. I know what I'm going to do now. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I know there's a card in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. 5 of Cups in reverse here. So 5s to me is always about, it can be conflict. It can also be this, like, this tension in the air before something actually does change, okay? The conflict needed to make the change, if that makes sense. So I feel like you guys are trying to manifest, I want to say, like, it could be like a way out, just like I said, out of your energy. Like, you're trying to manifest a solution. It's almost like if you're praying to be like, you know, to my guides or to God or whoever, of like show me how I can, like, you know, do this, because I want it really badly. So show me how. That's what I feel like the conversation is that you're having with your guides or whomever. Show me how, because I don't know, you know, how to kind of change my mindset, or I don't know how to shift my perspective. You just need a little bit of a nudge, I feel like. I just feel like you need a little nudge. It's nothing crazy. I don't feel like you guys are, you know, miserable. I just think you need a nudge to get where you're going next. And I think it's hard for you to keep in the mindset that you're in, and you have that sensation of like, oh, I kind of want to fall back into that a little bit. because it's hard to move past something that's emotionally taking a toll on you, or it's just it affects you in some way emotionally here. Difficult for you to look past, difficult for you to almost like make sense of maybe. So I feel like that's the teetering that I'm talking about between the two of these cards, okay? Back and forth, right? And now you have the Hanged Man in reverse here, which is like enlightenment, new perspectives. This is the new perspective. So I feel like this is exactly what I'm talking about. These three energies here. It's like we got all the energy in the world, and you kind of go through these like ups and downs, right? Channeling all this energy. Yes, 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 I want it so badly. Yes, yes, yes. And then you kind of hit this energy a little bit here about like, okay, like this is rough, you know, whatever. I'm having a difficult time moving on or letting go, releasing fear, whatever it is. You know, I'm having a hard time looking at this differently, but you are trying. And then we bounce back to this, which is enlightenment. Oh, okay, I kind of see it now. So this to me does feel like a lot of trial and error. And again, the perseverance that we were talking about, okay? Three of Wands, which falls underneath that Magician. You know that you want this. You know whatever this is, you know that you want it. You have a new opportunity now to go after it, maybe in a different way. But you're very positive, and it's like you're willing to put in the time that it takes to manifest something. It's not that maybe you're like lazy with it or whatever. You're willing to put in that effort, the energy. I feel like the determination, the motivation, again, that perseverance, it's coming back, but you kind of go through waves, right? Seven of Swords in reverse to me is kind of like bringing the truth out, releasing something. Like I literally feel like something's being like pulled out of you. And I think it's the work that you're doing is helping you to like, you know, when you're taking a deep breath in, on the exhale, it's like you're imagining blowing it out. Or if you're not, and that's something that works for you, try it out. I like that. I imagine myself with every exhale, I'm blowing it out, I'm getting rid of it, like trying to imagine it being real. I think that's what you're doing. The more you try to manifest this, I almost feel like it's like they're showing me like a video game. So it's like you're maneuvering around obstacles. So it's like you're the Magician, you pull this energy in. I really feel like this is mercurial energy of like you're speaking it out loud, you're making something real. You're using your words to create the energy and make it very real and tangible. But I feel like you guys are, as you manifest something, as you try to pull it into you, it's almost like, you know, in order for you to manifest something, you got to get rid of some other stuff, right? So it's almost like, okay, you want this? What about this? We were going to have to figure this out first. Spirit's like, you deal with this, and then we'll move to the next, like, level, move to the next step, right? And you're like, all right, bada bing, bada boom, done. And then you get rid of that obstacle. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling here. It's like, okay, we pull this up and we got to deal with this then, right? It's about raising your vibration, feeling things deeply, and feeling like they're already yours, like they've already happened. It's in your possession, you know, feeling it deep down. It's what's going to make it real for you, for anybody, not just you specifically, but I feel like anybody here, it's going to help them. That's what manifestation is. Like, yeah, you can write it down all you want, right? But you have to feel it. That's what you need to do. And that's what you are doing. As you do that, like I said, you create, like not create, but you like pull up this obstacle. It's like, oh, okay, here we go. We got to deal with this. You get rid of that. And then Spirit's like, what about this? And then you're like, all right, get rid of that. So that's what I feel like you're doing. You're like literally destroying the obstacles in front of you. Just like you're learning as you go. You're going with the flow and kind of moving. Like I manifest, but then there's this thing. You're having patience as you work through each and every level, so to speak, okay? Seven of Swords in reverse for me is always about kind of like coming clean, setting the truth free. And that's underneath that Five of Cups reversed energy that we have. So I feel like you're seeing the truth behind something as you're, you know, moving through it, going like, okay, yeah, that was a problem. I'm going to work on that. Yeah, that is a problem for me. So you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. You know what? Maybe I talk negatively to myself. I see myself doing it. Okay, got you, Spirit. Okay, I see you, you know, like, all right, I'll work on that. And then you fix that. And then it might be these little tiny things that build up over time. You kind of don't look at the big picture as all one thing because then it feels overwhelming. You're just like, when it comes in front of you, you deal with it when it shows up. You deal with it when it comes to you. You're not going out, you know, just panicking like, how do I start, you know, shadow work, or how do I do this thing, or how do I da-da-da. You're like, all right, one thing at a time. Get that, boom, 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 done. Like, I feel like it's just like checking off a to-do list, you know what I mean? I love that. I literally am obsessed with this energy. Oh yeah, look at that. 6 of Wands, seriously? Beautiful. And this comes underneath that Hanged Man in reverse. This is a new perspective, and the new perspective helps you be successful. That's what this is. And sometimes 6 of Wands can be victory in a sense of like public recognition for something. And for me, I feel like it's recognition from spirit or from your guides or whomever. I got chills, more confirmation that it's like every time you find the new perspective for the next thing, oh, I see that differently now. Oh, now I've seen this differently. Oh, now I understand this better. Every time, more successful. It builds. They're showing me like a meter. Like literally, it's like same thing like in a video game type of meter where you get health and like you get the blocks that like stack up. Like that's exactly what you're doing. You get rid of the negative self-talk. Spirit's like, cool, double XP. Do you know what I'm saying? If you don't do video games, I mean, point being, it's like you're getting rewarded for every single obstacle they put in front of you that you eliminate, that you fix or you transmute. You figure that out. You know, you come to accept it. You accept it lovingly, accept that it's a part of you, and every part of you is sacred, even the bad or dark parts, right? That's what this is. Your shifted perspective, your new perspective, it only brings you success, okay? That's it. Success straight through. That's why Spirit's like, keep going. Don't lose that momentum. Like, you're doing so good. Don't lose the momentum. Temperance in reverse. This is really funny because 3 of Wands for me is patience, okay? Temperance, this is Sagittarius energy. You can have it in your chart. Could be dealing with someone with Sag in their chart. This is impatience. So for me, this is, again, an exact like example here. Patience, impatience. This is the moving between the stages, right? We flow from, okay, I'm patient, to, oh, okay, now I'm frustrated. Patient, oh, okay, now I'm frustrated. It takes time. It's something that, again, is not going to happen overnight. And when you think about it in this huge, big picture, you're like, that's a lot. But Spirit's like, one thing at a time. Let me send it to you, right? Like I said in the beginning, let things flow in and let them leave the way that they need to. And Spirit's like, when I bring it in, deal with it. Don't worry about it until I bring it in. Spirit really seriously has your back. Like, you, for some reason, may not believe it every time something goes wrong, or every time you don't see success, or when you go in and out of these waves of like emotion or waves of feeling motivated and then you don't. It's because at that time you need to follow your intuition. If you're not feeling driven to do something, maybe this is your body's way or Spirit's way of saying, not right now, okay? Look at this. Justice. This is the Ace of Swords to me that she's holding in her hand. This is Libra energy as well. Could be in yours or their chart. Justice falls under the 7 of Swords in reverse. Both of these to me are exposing some sort of truth, exposing some sort of divine information, okay? That's more so the Justice card than the 7 of Swords reversed. But I feel like the 7 of Swords reversed is like the digging up and revealing of that truth, pulling out this sacred piece of information, this divine truth that needs to be seen, accepted, integrated. And then Justice is the help that you need. This is like the event that happens. It's almost like it all leads up to this moment where you finally get to like the final boss. You're standing in front of this, you know, big wall of like, again, just going with the video game analogy, standing in front of this wall of either like enemies or blocks. You have to climb over it. They're telling me that Justice right here, everything that you have been transmuting and integrating, 5 of Cups reversed, 7 of Swords reversed, all of those are leading up to this moment here. Justice is going to be a really important, I think, kind of pinnacle moment. And it might not be like, oh, ding, 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 and it might not make sense to you while it's happening. But I think you're going to look back, or you'll see a little bit later on where you'll be like, oh, wow, that was huge for me, okay? Look at this. And 2 of Cups. I think that you guys are really, I want to say this exactly in this form, you are triumphing over a relationship. That's important. There is a cycle here connected to a relationship or relationships in your life. You are finally, this is how I'm just being told to say it, you are finally successful in navigating this karma. You have finally come to a place of full understanding of what this karma is. and how to transmute it, how to accept it. You finally, I feel like, learned all the lessons that you have needed within a very specific relationship, okay? If this isn't romantic, it could be any type of relationship, but this is a soulmate connection, someone that you were meant to meet, meant to be connected to, meant to share this karma with. Again, like I said, family, friends, romantic, whoever it is, this Two of Cups is, that's what they're telling me. You're finally. It's like you've been waiting for this shift of energy for so long. You've been waiting for the shift for a long time. Let's check out really quick the Justice card, okay? Oops. I want to see kind of like what the energy is there with Justice and the Two of Cups. All right, so what's Justice here for my Aries? Wow. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Justice for an unhappy home life, an unhappy situation. 8 of Swords, putting an end finally to this I'm stuck mentality. Like I said, I'm stuck, I'm falling victim, I'm sacrificing everything. Finally being able to take yourself out of that energy, and it might be removing yourself from your place of residence. If you're with a partner, specifically like a romantic partner, maybe you live together, you can't financially separate yourself. If you live with, if it's family, you can't separate yourself. This is finally being like, okay, I can finally have some peace from this type of environment. I can finally get rid of this energy that just doesn't suit me anymore. It does not make me feel good. It doesn't make me, it doesn't allow me to grow. You're like, okay, I can finally get out of this. That's what the Justice is. Putting an end or bringing some truth and clarity, shedding light on a situation where you've been feeling really trapped or feeling like the victim at home. One more for that Justice card. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely. There, you are feeling like the situation you're in, whether it's with a romantic partner or otherwise, is not a two-way street. It's one way. Like I said, creating those boundaries is very important. Like I said in the beginning, you know, using your intuition, especially during Pisces season, you know, intuition is high, veil is thin. Use your intuition to be able to say, this is too much, and here's where you can meet me. If you can't meet me here, then, you know, the rest goes by itself. It's almost like, I'm not touching that. Here's where I meet you. You kind of draw the line, like, in the sand, right? The situation is not like this symbiotic relationship. It's not. And it's almost like I maybe have love for you, respect for you, whatever the case is, but this isn't good for me. And again, I think it's like acceptance, because Justice is that divine truth, the divine intervention. It's shedding light on something in a really big way. I want one more. Yeah, 4 of Cups in reverse. Finally being able to see it now. That's what I'm saying. Finally being able to see it. Okay, for sure. Makes so much sense. Just out of curiosity, let's do the 2 of Cups. Finally being able to see that where you're at, you know, isn't helpful for you. It's not a good place for you to grow. It's not allowing you to be yourself. It's not allowing for whatever it is that you need in whatever this soulmate connection is, okay? It wasn't allowing for that. I think no matter how much you are invested, you are definitely seeing things the way that you need to. Again, that's what, finally. I just saw 33 too, wow. 5 of Wands in reverse. I'm putting down my weapon. Acceptance. Triumph over this. The World in reverse. Again, it's like I have to let this go. I have to release. I have to get rid of this, right? The World in reverse is definitely a struggle to let go of a relationship or of a cycle in your life, okay? This is really needing some extra help and an extra push for you guys to release this situation, especially if it's not good for you. King of Swords, there's some air sign energy. I feel like For some of you, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your life, but I think this is more so you guys just needing to, again, use discernment, make better choices for yourself, establish better boundaries, okay? Nine of Cups reversed on the bottom. You're not happy, accept that. Don't try to play games with yourself. Accept it. You're not happy. Just kind of admit it, you know? Wow. The Tower. This is kind of like the timeline that I feel like is happening. I feel like this is yet to happen because I'm hearing the finally, finally, finally. So I feel like you guys are coming up on that change. Justice, shedding light, bringing you divine truth, bringing you a divine piece of information that you need. The veil is thin, so it's like that key piece that you need, that high priestess might have been stashing behind her curtain. You'll be able to see that or gain access to that now. And then again, putting down your weapon, kind of, so to speak, here with this relationship, whether, like I said, it's romantic or not, okay? I'm done trying to fight this, even though I know there's no winning. I'm fighting a losing battle is what I feel like. And then King of Swords and the Tower, you're going to have to be the one to say no more. That's your karma that you have to do. You have to say, I'm done. You have to be the one to do it. That's very important. And the Hermit, some Virgo energy. Y'all will be on your merry way, going through the rest of your journey. And again, this is like, I have massive chills. This is just testament here that this is no matter how long this has been for you going through whatever this is, it's a blip in your journey. It's a blip. Done. Over with. No more. Nada. Nothing. Okay? Done. You need to move on and start following, like the Hermit has his little lantern there. You start following your path that leads towards your star. Ten of Swords. You're done feeling like this. You have to finally say, I'm done. I'm over this. Tens are endings, and the Swords is giving you a lot of mental strain, mental stress. It's something that's on your mind constantly, so it's finally time for you to push through, persevere, and get out of this for good. Six of Cups in reverse. Here's the last card I'm going to pull. So some Cancer energy. Someone could have Cancer in their chart. But soulmate relationship, you did what you had to do. It's basically no longer your jam. Let's make it kosher and lay it to rest. Okay? All right. I'm going to stop there all the time. Every time I do a video, I say that I'm not going to go any farther. And here I am. I love y'all so much. Thank you for allowing me the honor to read for you. I hope it resonated. If it did resonate, I'd super appreciate it if you guys could give me a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. Drop a comment down below so that way I can see what you guys are thinking. What's your story? Let me know if it resonates or not, okay? Like I said in the beginning, check out the description box below. You'll find my website. You're going to find my TikTok live schedule and all that fun stuff, okay? Again, thank you for allowing me the honor to read for you guys. And I'm going to see you next month. Bye.